Six, six,
Bring,
six, six,
bring.
six, 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 six.
Six God has entered the chat.
Hey
Ty,
yo.
how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, brother. More life to you, brother.
More life, brother.
How are you doing, Eric? How are you doing, breadheads?
I believe the breadheads. Oh, yes, that's right. They just tapped in with me and they said they were doing great. The fans are, you know, alive and well. They are breathing. They are eating. They're eating well. They were ordering
Mm,
12 whole inches.
they're full.
They're
We got a
full.
bunch of full fans.
Yeah. They got food babies and you've got unplanned babies if you are the sixth god.
Kids all over the world.
Kids across the country. Ty, you are in the six.
I
Is
am
that
in the
correct?
six. Yeah, I am in DTT, downtown Toronto right now. I'm super spreading across Canada. I'm in Drake's hometown. I just had dinner with him last night at Soto. It was lovely.
Soto. Wasn't that good?
It was it's not my favorite faux Italian restaurant, let me tell you.
That's interesting to hear, Ty. I didn't know you were a Toronto man this whole time, bro. What brings you out to the six side? You know?
Well, there's a few reasons I'm here, Eric. I just wanted to like get a change of pace, you
Are you
know. I
there to
like the
catch a Are you there to catch a wicked defas, bro?
No, I'm not catching anything. It's definitely not catching the COVID. Um, I
Amazing.
why am I here? I just wanted to experience some urban grit, you know. Toronto's got a lot of that. There's a lot of dog poo on the sidewalk. It smells like crap downtown, but the hot dogs are
Mm,
really cheap. Um,
mm.
I wanted to. I went out for a few dates with my girlfriend here. You could call me a certified lover boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
daddy's
to Bay out.
home.
What else did I do? I saw the Blue Jays play a game. I'm a
Actually?
sportsman. Yeah, I did.
Wow. The Go
Yeah,
Sports teams. Wow. So
I
what made
know.
you do that? I've never seen you go near baseball.
I know. I don't talk about my sporty side very often unless I'm referring to white collar sports like golf or tennis.
Or ultimate.
Now you know I'm not an ultimate man. Ultimate mans are a different breed.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, I don't mean ultimate. That'd be way too athletic and hard on the knees for you. I think you mean frisbee golf.
That is correct. Yeah. Frisbee golf is just a diluted pedestrian version of golf for single guides with nothing else to do on the weekend.
Absolutely. So, okay, so you went to a Blue Jays game. Did you get any food there? Do they have any vegan treats for Thai? Little Thai?
I heard a cheeky rumor in the stadium that they would offer a hot dog with the field roast vegan like wiener, but I couldn't locate it anywhere. You know, a
Field
stadium.
roast vegan wiener. Is that a carrot hot dog?
The cursed carrot hot dogs. The listeners need to Google image carrot hot dogs. It's exactly what you think they are, and they're nasty.
Absolutely
And I'm gonna
horrifying.
have to make one. No,
Absolutely.
this isn't.
So, so a carrot hot dog. What? So basically, what is that, Ty? It's literally just a cooked carrot in a in like a just a wiener bun, just good old fashioned hot dog bun.
Just a good old bunned up carrot stick. Yeah. I
Hmm
think if I was to prepare it at home, I would probably blanch the carrot to soften her up, and then I
Yes.
put it on the grill for a little bit, not unlike a Mexican sweet corn.
Mm, I think that's a great idea. And I think you would also have to force yourself to stay away from the traditional hot dog condiments because I can't picture ketchup going very well with a cooked carrot. With that
Mm-mm.
level of sweetness, you gotta combat it with maybe some horseradish or something.
Some horseradish, maybe some like daikon or something like a little bit
Yeah.
more ethnic, just to
Yeah.
like just to clarify, like this is you want to push this away from the realm of hot dog. I think you want to
hmm
try to make it seem like some other
hmm
foreign entity.
Yeah. It may take the shape of a good old fashioned wiener. It's found at uh cursed Nat Bailey Stadium.
Hmm.
But you know what? You might have to just really push the boundaries and make this a surprise for those who are blessed enough to eat Ty's carrot.
So now we know that Subway doesn't like to introduce any new meats to the menu,
Hmm.
but do you see a world where they offer a carrot as the only vegan alternative, just like some carrot
Whoa.
sticks?
Wow, a carrot stick sandwich. Well, I do, I call myself a man of many travels, and I do appreciate a nice bun and meat type sandwich, which
Hmm.
contains usually some kind of shredded carrot.
Hmm.
I would love to see that at the
I
menu
would
at
too.
Subway.
I do remember when I was in Australia, they had carrot as a topping on the sandwich, but it was shredded
Topping.
and yeah, it was treated like the other vegetables. It was a little bit pickled, if I remember.
Oh, that's actually great. Pickled carrots. Like, why pickles? Why is only pickled vegetable just pickles, bro?
They should pickle some more vegetables there.
Pickle some more vegetables, like quick, like a little quick pickle action, which you've
Well,
explained to me many times ago.
we've talked about quick pickling time and time again on this podcast, but what I don't think we've discussed is how it benefits Subway, Eric. It benefits Subway because fermentation prolongs the lifespan of the vegetable. Longer shelf life means they don't need to replenish those rotting
Hmm.
tomatoes as frequently.
Hmm. That is
They're
true.
straight
Um,
saves to the bottom line. They're saving moolah.
I mean, this might be a crooked Q word type of play here because I don't know if this can go and fit in within Subway's brand guidelines. Like their whole thing is eat fresh. Like if they implemented too many pickled fermented ingredients, they have to change their slogan to eat fermented.
Eat acidic.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
That
good
said
point.
though, I would love to have it, but on the flip side, I don't know if I would appreciate having a sandwich artist reach into a jar knuckles deep to grab some ingredient for me to put on my sandwich.
It would be quite bizarre to watch their plastic glove, their hand wrapped in saran wrap. Just seeing that
Hmm.
soft BPA lined plastic like disintegrate right into the vinegar that your pickled carrot is
Yeah.
in.
Especially if it's like really you're like running low and then they just like are finger fucking this jar with a condom on trying to get
Hmm.
my trying to get my sliced carrot out of there.
It really is a perverse scene that nobody wants to see, especially so close to eating.
Exactly. Um, but that sounds awesome. So what did you actually eat at the stadium? Anything? Chips?
Yeah, so I couldn't find these vegan hot dogs, so I had to stick to some more of the snack stations. I drank a lot
Hmm.
of like $10 Budweiser beers in a plastic cup, a
I
few of
love that.
those. You know the scene.
Oh yeah.
Um, Popcorn. I had these pretzel bites that were absolutely horrendous, Eric.
Oh no.
I
Tell me more.
they so I opened up this little paper carton and inside was six sad little they looked like tater tots, but they were a darker tint.
Mm.
And I picked them up to bite them, expecting the hard outer shell of a pretzel and then the soft inner warmth of my my bed. Pretzels, they feel like a duvet mattress on the inside.
Hard exterior, soft interior, much like yourself.
Exactly. Much like me. That's true. Certified lover boy.
In stores now. Cop online, cop the digital, cop the physical. You know the
Hmm.
deal.
So I
So
copped
Ty,
about six physical pretzel bites, but when I bit into them, no hard exterior, no warm interior. It was just felt like I was biting into like the very end of a Italian loaf. Like the last bite of your footlong,
ooh,
it was like that bread. It was just bready. There's no salt. There was no
mm,
flavor. It was just little pellets.
wow. So is it more like the front end of the sandwich or the back end? Like are you giving the sandwich back shots or are you hitting it from the front? Because the front can be crispier and softer, but the end is like covered in sauce. It's like dripping with sauce, bro. It's too much sauce.
There's too much sauce. I really look forward to that final bite because it's a suicide bite. There's too much sauce, but you
Yeah,
do it anyways. You say, "Fuck it,
yeah,
I'm doing it anyways," and you
yeah.
you shove that whole thing. It's usually a two biter, but the
Hmm.
whole thing goes in your mouth because you don't want to get any like loose drip on your hands, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
You don't want the drip on your drip.
Hmm. So Ty, there are four, or I guess three bites, four bites that are, among the best in a sandwich. There
Mm,
is the first half, like inner bite of the first half. There's the end
mm-hmm,
of the first sandwich, and then there is the first bite of the second half, which is the open face, and then
mm-hmm,
the end of the first, no, end of the second half.
mm-hmm.
Can you rank those four bites for me?
Okay, so we got open, middle, close, open, middle, close. Would you say there's
No, it's
six?
open, close. It's like start, end,
Yeah,
one, start, end, two.
cool. I think my favorite act in this four-part play
Yeah.
is act one, no, act two, bite one. I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, okay.
Because the first 6 inch that you eat is
I'm
never,
happy.
you need to develop a rhythm when you're eating a footlong sandwich. It's almost like you got to warm up the engine. You got to get the stomach churning, the throat swallowing, the mouth
Mm,
salivating, and the chompers chewing. And
hmm
just like starting a car on a cold winter night, you need to get things moving in order to really, I think, because it's so much food, there's so much sauce, there's so much texture. You're doing
hmm
your body and your sandwich are one. When
hmm
you are eating, it's a delicate dance, and you need that
hmm
energy, you need that movement, you need all that in place in order to really, I think, have like a multi-sensory experience with the sandwich. Those first
hmm
bites are great, don't get me wrong, but your body isn't warmed up yet. You're not getting the full experience because your body doesn't know what to expect yet.
hmm
But I
That's a really
love
good
that
point.
you've already had a taste of what's to come. You're craving more. You cannot wait. You're not hungry yet. So you jump into that second act, first bite. Ooh, I love
That's a
that.
great point, Ty. Any throat goat will be able to tell you that you gotta get warmed up first and you gotta lubricate, before you get her going. And
Mm-hmm.
I think I might agree with you, but it's a close call because that first bite, when you're like starving, you've been standing in line for 10 minutes, you've been wrestling going back and forth with your sandwich artist,
Mm-hmm.
directing them, telling them exactly how you want to craft this masterpiece of a lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And once you like see that sandwich get wrapped up, the clock is ticking. You're like, fuck, I gotta unwrap this thing and eat it ASAP. And so you're
Mm-hmm.
like fumbling with your phone, trying to get Face ID to work so you can scan the chip reader and then
Mm-hmm.
run over to your table and unwrap that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time all that goes down, you got like 2 minutes to finish your sandwich. And that first bite is just the start of an incredible journey.
I do love the first bite feeling. Um, I would say though, one gripe I have with the first half of my foot long is that I think it needs some time to
Marinate.
simmer or marinate. Yeah, like because I always find that first bite, I can really taste every ingredient individually. The ingredients in the sandwich, they haven't intermingled yet. They haven't got to know
Hmm.
each other. They haven't had that time to like
Hmm.
have a chemical bond. But by the time you get to that second half, the sauce it's soaked into the bread at this point. I wouldn't even
Hmm.
call it bread, whatever's left. Your tomato is now like created some amorphous gloop with the cucumber.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's one now, a single entity.
So is it entirely possible that the true best bite is act one bite, or act one, like right before halftime, like that last bite of the first half of the
Mm,
sandwich? Because by then the sandwich has like kind of festered a little bit. It's
mm-hmm.
congealed. You know, the sweet onion sauce has morphed into the lettuce. Um, but that said, it's still fresh enough where, that last bite is not completely soaked. The sauce has gotten into the bread, but it's just not all the way in yet. It's just like right at the cusp. And
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
sauce has dripped straight down your sandwich into that last bite.
I do like that because you get the similar like suicide bite or the because of all the sauce
Mhm.
collected or pooled at the end, but your sandwich doesn't taste like it soiled itself yet. which is
Exactly.
it's over the top by the 11th inch, the 11th hour, if you will.
The 11th inch. Wow,
And
that's
you
true.
also don't have any post meal regret at that point. You're only 5 inches deep. You're just getting started. You want more.
Oh, that's true, Ty. Wow. The sixth, who knew the sixth inch would be the one that would put you 6 feet under, am I right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Wow, that's
In baseball,
beautiful.
we call it the sixth inning.
Yeah. Is that when they do like a some kind of dance or something? When do you do the
Uh,
dance?
you're talking about the seventh inning stretch, my friend.
The stretch. That's right. That's
The
right. That's
stretch.
right.
We should co-op. We should culturally appropriate a baseball for sandwich
Hmm.
consumption.
That is like the same point in the sandwich when you like take a really big deep breath. Like you finish the first half and then like you immediately start eating the second half, but one bite
Hmm.
in, you're like, oh, let me just take a breather here real quick. Like I can't just rush right into the second sandwich. So
Hmm.
seventh inning breath. Seventh
It's
inch breath.
funny. That happens to me all the time too, and I think it's because my body reacts before my mind can.
Yep.
Or maybe it's the other way around. Like my mind like wants to eat the second sandwich. I'm like, give me more of that good stuff. And then my mindset tells my body to bite it, but then my body realizes it catches up. It's like, oh, maybe I
Yeah.
shouldn't have had that bite.
Yeah. Men really are trash because we think with our stomachs and not our minds, you know? Like we just go straight in for that seventh bite. We're ready.
Hmm. Yeah, men are trash.
Yeah. Lord, wrap
Hmm.
your arms around me because I'm going for that seventh bite and I ain't stopping.
uh,
Yeah, the truth is only which sandwich you finish.
hmm. Oh, I finish all of them, Eric. I finish all of them.
Damn right. Dude, we don't host a podcast because we only eat half of the sandwich.
Yeah,
Oh
we'd be
man.
frauds.
Yeah.
This whole
So
podcast would be a fraudcast.
broadcast. So Ty, speaking of you know, Toronto, what else have you been
Mhm.
up to out there? What's the food scene like? What are you eating? Have you been to Subway? Have you been
These are
in the
all great
Subway?
questions. So I have walked past a couple subways. I have not dined in there or taked out yet.
Hmm.
I have seen a lot of street subway bags. To to channel Drake, I'm looking at that bag because it's see-through, and I see the footlong inside walking past me on the street. At this point, a footlong in a plastic bag is an accessory, Eric.
Hmm. Absolutely. Much like the clear Rimowa that Virgil designed, its
Hmm.
whole intention is to show off the belongings of the person and, really flex their taste, not just with the suitcase or the vessel, but what's in there too.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes me realize that your sandwich artist, your sandwich is a tool for generating cultural capital as you carry it around the city as an accessory.
Hmm.
The only challenge though is as a purveyor of sandwiches, I care about the nuance behind the decisions, like what's under the bread, like what choices did you make on that foot
Hmm.
long? When I
Hmm.
see you walk by with that plastic bag, I can't assert that. I can't make those decisions, or I can't
Hmm.
see the what you made.
Hmm. Exactly. If somebody were to show you their sandwich as they walk by, you could really
Mhm.
easily make an assessment on that person, much like if they're wearing an OVO sweater, for example.
Mhm.
Somebody walks by with an OVO sweater, they're walking around with a roast beef sandwich. Like you can make some quick judgment calls about that person. Am I right?
Exactly. And I've seen a ridiculous amount of OVO sweaters this week, but I haven't seen any BMT meat. So I think
Hmm.
that Subway should, if they're gonna have plastic bags on as like the packaging option at the end of the line, they need to offer me, much like at my visit, any visit I have to Whole Foods, paper or plastic,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
I maybe if I'm ordering a sandwich I'm a little bit ashamed about, maybe I decided to get the egg salad, I'll go paper, I'll hide my choices.
I
But
love this.
when I order a signature, if I get extra, if I add some guac to that, maybe I want
Hmm.
to show off the fat bag I got.
Yeah. Well, let me see the goods, Ty.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
like not only paper and plastic, but they should be plastic wrapping your sandwich.
Saran wrap it, just like I do at home.
Exactly. You don't wrap your sandwich with paper at home. Is the only
Who does
reason for
that?
that is the only reason for that to show off their branding though? Like obviously saran wrap is more durable. It doesn't get as wet. It's water repellent.
Hmm.
You can quickly see what's inside. You don't have to like write down the person's name on it.
Hmm.
Um, you know, but the downside is there's no branding.
I disagree. I think the best branding Subway could do is give passerbys the opportunity to see the sandwich itself.
Love this. The sandwich itself is the brand.
It is the brand.
When you see that crumply herbs and cheese bread just poking out of that bag,
Hmm.
with that nice little vacuum seal on it, that's
Ooh.
that's a logo right there. That's as iconic as the Louis monogram. Like it's like I don't need to see the logo. Show me the bread. Show me the bread,
Hmm.
baby.
Yeah,
Where's
arguably
your
more iconic.
where's your bread at? Where's your bread at? Where's your bread at?
That's a throwback.
Yeah, dude.
Um, yeah, so I think that Subway could introduce more choice. What we're essentially doing is we're adding an additional choice to the end of the line, extending the experience of ordering, and I'm okay with that because I want the option to show off my sandwich.
I'm okay with that too. They should probably ask you at the end of the line, like, when are you going to be eating this? Like, are you planning on eating this outside on the curb right away?
Hmm.
Or are you going to take it in the car and drive to your nearest Walmart parking lot to eat it? Like,
Hmm.
those are some critical data points right there where they can quickly assess, hey, you might want the plastic today, or you know what, go ahead and get that paper, daddy.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. It really does depend on the context. I'd imagine there's even a world where you're planning to eat it almost immediately, but you want to take it to go, in
Yeah,
which case neither the saran wrap option that we just invented or
yeah,
the existing paper option will
yeah.
service you because both of
Just
them
hand me the
require
sandwich.
just give me you can give me the sandwich outright. I don't mind that idea. If they did that, I would like them to also it's like screw the napkins. The napkins are a waste of time because once again, you got to manage all these. I want them to give me a set of their gloves and then I use
Wow.
just eat the sandwich straight with the gloves on. Why are we putting the plastic on the
Wow.
sandwich when we can put the plastic on us and protect the real valuable asset?
Yeah, I'll do you one better. Give me your gloves.
Just give me your gloves.
Just take the gloves off with the sandwich in them. And then like kind of like dog shit. And then I'll like just put the sandwich and the glove on at the same time.
I love this.
That's
There's
great.
and there you go. You got to go to go sandwich. You can eat it right away.
That's
If you
so
got
awesome.
if you order more than two sauces, maybe they put it in an extra large cup.
Whoa, yeah. Give me the like a bootleg sub safe sandwich holder and
Mm,
put it in the large buble cup.
hmm.
Let me just gnaw on it like a nice little ice cream cone.
Hmm. What I like about that is it turns a foot long, typically a two-handed meal, into something that can be transported with a single hand, but still like easily. You like it's like pulling a gun from a holster, just and then you take
Yeah,
a bite.
exactly. Quick draw.
Quick, you got the quick draw enabled. So
Yeah,
once again,
exactly.
that serves a different use case, a different set of needs than paper, plastic, or glove.
Hmm. Put it in the cup.
Like I would use the quick draw paper cup if I was traveling via bicycle because I could put my foot long in the beverage holder, the water bottle holder, and pull it out at like street lights.
Hmm. That's awesome. And then the
Hmm.
wind would just like the wind cooling mechanism from you riding that Moby would just spray the sauce over all over your ankles and just and just keep it like nice and dry for you so you wouldn't have to worry about it just melting in the cup.
Yeah, that wasn't a concern, but I like the picture you drew for me.
This guy's got sticky ankles right here.
Hmm.
That's awesome. I would probably use it to, when I hop into the Hellcat with the tinted windows, I had to have my sandwich right in the front cup holder there, ready for me to go, you know, in between doing burnouts at random stoplights, just
Hmm.
take a nice little bite.
This does solve a lot of challenges that the modern commuter faces.
Mm,
I
yeah.
like okay, so you some subways have drive-throughs now, sub-throughs.
Hmm. swim throughs.
What did they do? They give you 12 inches of sandwich, and then they're like, eat it whenever you can. Like they're not
Yeah.
helping you out at all. They just throw you a foot
Hmm.
long in a plastic bag, and you have to
Hmm.
figure it out. You already
Yeah.
got two hands on the wheel.
You should be able to mix and match your wrapping preference. Like if I want half now, I'm in the car. Give me half
Mm-hmm.
now. But I want the other half in a vacuum sealed plastic bag for tonight. Or maybe
Mm-hmm.
after my workout. I'm on my way to the gym. Let me quickly fuel up. Let me get double meat. You know what I mean? Quickly fuel up with half of a sandwich in the paper cup while I'm pulling up to Equinox. And then once I'm done showering, all that, hop back into the whip. Got my other half sitting right there, nice and cool.
I love that. I love that day for you.
That sounds like a
It's
great day to me.
it's a great like ebb and flow of gaining and burning calories.
Hmm. Yeah,
I think
much
that's good
like
for
a
the
Drake
body.
album. It's a roller coaster.
Yeah, you got some highs, you got some lows. You sometimes you get pumped, sometimes you tear up.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, some more free ideas to pass on to Big Way.
Uh-huh.
It's too bad Big Sandwich won't listen to us.
I know. We started this podcast because we saw many, many missed opportunities by a household name and heritage brand we all loved.
Hmm.
And
Exactly.
I just wish that they would take some of this feedback to heart, and they could be so much more than a simple sandwich chain.
Yeah. You could be more than just a heritage loaf. You could be that new shiny focaccia.
Mm-hmm.
But you
Yeah,
know what?
people.
You know what? It's not entirely true though, because we know that there is some loser interns at Subway, big Subway, who are listening to this right now. And if you made it this far, we know you exist. Fucking
Mm-hmm.
loser.
Yeah, DM us, whistle blow a little bit here.
Yeah, hop in our DMs and let's see if we can make something happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can do a collaboration.
Exactly. Well, Ty, it looks like it's getting real dark over where you are. So I think it's time to hop off and I'll let you go to some vegan sushi restaurant or maybe even get a carrot hot dog later. What do you say?
I I'm salivating at the very thought of it. I had some vegan sushi last night. Did you know that they can make dehydrated watermelon taste exactly like spicy tuna?
That's
Damn, fucking
wow,
space food.
that is fucked. It sounds like some Wolfgang Puck bullshit.
It really is.
Wow.
We've come so far.
Do you miss tuna that much? Or are you just
Sometimes
good without it?
I'm good without it. Oh, it depends on the tuna. Are you talking about the tuna footlong?
Ooh, I'm talking about the tuna bento box.
uh, everyone gets cravings. It's hard to kick
That's
a
true.
bad habit.
That is true. I do smoke cigarettes still.
Yeah, what's up with that? You're not even French.
No. I do love smoking
But your
on
genes are.
I do love smoking on things that looks like tubes, am I right?
A.
Sandwich world.
Well, I think
Okay,
that's enough
Ty.
sandwich talk for today, Eric.
All the sandwich talk got me hungry.
Me too.
Talk to you later this week. Ciao.
All right. Thanks for listening, breadheads.
Bye.
Ciao.